Hello and welcome to Question Hour. I am Akhilesh Suman. This is a special question hour that is prototype of original question hour of Rajya Sabha. But in this program, we call it question hour and we take unstarred questions that had been asked by the members of Rajya Sabha, but the replies are given in written form by the ministers concerned. And joining me is my colleague Kriti Mishra.
Thank you so much, Akhilesh. So let's take our viewers through important questions and the answers. So what's the first question that we've picked up?
Yeah, first question is very interesting, Kriti, that financial system, there are so many questions are raised on the issue of financial situation of the country. And a member that is A.K. Selvaraj, he has asked a very pertinent question that is it a fact that our country has been in treaty on the tax issues with various countries? And also is it a fact that these treaties help our country in eradicating tax evasion?
Well, the answer is as interesting as your question was. Right. And the government says that India has signed double taxation avoidance agreements with 96 countries, out of which 95 treaties are presently in force. Besides, India has also entered into tax information exchange agreements with 19 countries and signed the Multilateral Convention on Mutual Administrative Assistance in Tax Matters and South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation Multilateral Agreement. These agreements allow exchange of information between India and the other jurisdictions for tax purposes, including information pertaining to round-tripping and tax evasion. This acts as deterrence against tax evasion and related economic offences. Moving on to the next question now, and this one has been asked by member Prabhat Jha, and he asks whether high economic growth leads to sharp decline in poverty rates.
So very interesting answer has been given by the minister, and he has told that economic growth along with various development schemes include specific poverty alleviation programs contribute to reduction of poverty in the country. You know that poverty is such an issue that cannot be eradicated by just one program, and you need overall economic development programs, and that is why people tell that if overall economic growth takes place, overall growth takes place in the country, not only economic sector but also in social sectors. And that is why government has given the data of poverty situation in the country, and according to which in 2011-12 the percentage of persons below the poverty line has been estimated at 25.7% in rural areas and 13.7% in urban areas and 21.9% in the country as a whole. So, you know that in a way it is decreasing. So, if you go into economic growth, poverty will also come down, and it is a situation that you see that when World Bank says that there is ease of business in the country, and if there is a ease of business, then it will also reduce poverty because people will get employment, and so this is the situation in the country as per now. So, Kriti, my another question to you is about Jan Dhan account. You know, Jan Dhan account is considered to be world's biggest economic inclusion program in this country. And Srimati Shanta Chetri has asked this question: the number of Jan Dhan accounts which are active and which are inactive as on date. So, what is the situation of Jan Dhan account? What is the answer of the minister?
Well, Akhilesh, this is a very comprehensive answer that the government has given, and the government says that as on 28th of November 2018, out of the total 33.38 crore Jan Dhan accounts, 28.03 crore or 84% accounts are operative. To give the impetus to financial inclusion activities and bring transformative changes in the country, the government has decided to extend the comprehensive Jan Dhan program beyond 28th of November 2018 with a change in focus on opening accounts from every household to every adult, with modifications like existing overdraft limit of 5,000 rupees revised to 10,000 rupees. There will not be any conditions attached for OD up to 2,000 rupees. Age limit for availing OD facility revised from 18 to the 60 years bracket to 18 to 65 years bracket. The accidental insurance cover for new RuPay card holders raised from existing 1 lakh rupees to 2 lakh rupees to new Jan Dhan accounts opened after 28th of October 2018. Now moving on, and the next question has been asked by Sri Lal Singh Vadodia, and he asked the Finance Minister whether it is a fact that depreciation in rupee and deficit in current account is increasing.
Right, that everyone has witnessed that the whole world situation has impacted, rupee-dollar relationship also. And that in that way, if you say that, till October this year, rupee was really depreciating. And the price of rupee dollar has gone to around 74.49 per US dollar. But after that, rupee started appreciating. And, as on date, you can see that there has been appreciation, regular appreciation of the rupee, and it is now, as per November 30 data, it is 69.58. It's quite huge. It's quite huge reduction.
Right.
So that there are so many factors that impact the rupee-dollar relationship, and one of the major factors the government is telling that how price of oil increases or decreases. And if the prices go up, while prices go up, rupee depreciates. If prices come down, while prices come down, rupee appreciates. And other than that, there are also situations of conflict and wars, that in the Middle East countries, and even some trade conflicts also give rise to depreciation and appreciation of rupee. So it is whole international situation that connects the rupee-dollar relationship. But Kriti, if I come to another question, this is again something departing from financial system to something energy related. And it is a question by Mr. Prabhakar Reddy. He is asking about new and renewable energy sector. He is asking whether what is the total investment to achieve 175 gigawatt renewable energy by 2022.
Well, absolutely, Akhilesh. So clean energy and renewable energy has been the huge focus area of the government, and here that is getting reflected in the answer, and the answer says that India's renewable capacity development program is mainly driven by the private sector, and government does not invest in setting up of the renewable power plants. As on 30th of October 2018, with an estimated investment of 408,000 crore, renewable power installed capacity of 73.35 gigawatts have been commissioned. A cumulative 175 gigawatts renewable power installed capacity by the year 2022 would require an additional investment of about 512,000 crore rupees. And as per the target fixed by the government for the year 2022, 175 gigawatts of power capacity through renewable sources and 51 gigawatts through large hydro source is to be installed, which in total will be 48% of total power capacity likely to be installed by the year 2022. Well, Akhilesh, that's massive.
Yeah, really.
And moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by member Surendra Singh Nagar, and he asks about these schemes being run by the government in rural areas to promote the use of solar energy and the details thereof.
Yeah, right. That the way the government has been committing in the climate change conferences that we will go hugely in renewable and non-conventional energy. Government has started many measures so that its popularity increases in rural areas specifically, because our rural population is much more and much huge than our urban population. So just before going to the major data, I am going to tell you that government has started a scheme that gives 30% subsidy for putting solar panels on their rooftops. And that in many of the union territories and also underdeveloped states like also North Indian states, the subsidy goes up to 70%. So this is that one of the major incentives that is being given to those people who are using solar panels either in the residential societies or in their individual rooftops. But other than that, the off-grid decentralized solar PV application program of ministry aims at promoting use of solar energy in the country, including rural areas. It's all comprehensive, At present, the phase 3 of the program, for which approval was issued on 7 August 2018, covers installation of 3 lakhs solar street lights.
Right.
And then solar power plants of individual size up to 25 kVp and total aggregate capacity of 100 MWp for providing electricity to schools, hostels, panchayats, police stations and other public services institutions. Distribution of 25 lakh solar study lamps to school-going children in northeastern states and LWP affected, left-wing extremism affected districts. In addition, a scheme for distribution of 70 lakh solar study lamps is also being implemented in 5 states, namely Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha and Uttar Pradesh, wherein school-going children are being provided with solar study lamps. So if I ask you another question that is related to health and family welfare, Kriti, this is very sensitive and interesting thing, that the way women had been treated somehow because of their hygienic condition. The initiatives taken by the government to improve the menstrual health in the country, because this is one of the sensitive areas.
Well, here's a very elaborate answer given by the government, and the government says that to address the need of menstrual hygiene among adolescent girls, Government of India is supporting the menstrual hygiene scheme, under which funds are provided to states and union territories through National Health Mission for decentralized procurement of sanitary napkins for provision primarily to rural adolescent girls at subsidized rates as per proposals received from the states or union territories in their program implementation plans. Awareness generation about menstrual hygiene is also a part of this scheme. Besides this, Ministry of Women and Child Development is running a scheme for adolescent girl from 11 to 14 years of age out of school to impart information on personal hygiene, management of menstruation, and this includes under menstrual hygiene scheme, sanitary napkins are provided at a subsidized rate of ₹6 for a pack of 6 napkins to adolescent girls living primarily in the rural areas of the country. And during the financial year 2018-19, 40 crore rupees have been allocated for the same. So that's an interesting answer, Akhilesh.
Right.
And moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by member Derek O'Brien. And he asks, will the Power Minister answer about the deadline for converting all electric meters to smart prepaid electric meters?
The government has said that till now there has been no deadline fixed for it, and the government has written in August to all DISCOMs. It is an advisory issue to all state government, because it is the state subject basically. The states have to take the electricity charges from the consumers. But advisory has been given to all the states in August 2018 to create a roadmap, so that there should be a roadmap that how are you going from the postpaid to the prepaid situation. So under the Integrated Power Development Scheme, that is called IPDS, Government of India have sanctioned an amount of ₹834 crore for installation of 41,51,453 smart meters to 12 Yojana states. Further, under National Smart Grid Mission, an outlay of ₹990 crore has been made for a smart grid implementation, which has provisions for installation of smart meters which can be used in prepaid mode also. So it's actually Government of India is trying to put the whole states and all the consumers in a smart meter situation, and it can be used both way. If you want to continue with the postpaid, you can continue with the postpaid, but gradually you have to move in the prepaid situations.
So that's right, Akhilesh. India is turning smarter, and with that smart answer, this is a wrap on this edition of Question Hour. We'll bring you more questions and the answers from the Rajya Sabha in Question Hour. Stay tuned to Rajya Sabha Television.